it's Neets. This is your weekly reading. This one is for Virgo. I'm starting with Virgo this week because it's been a difficult week actually, because last week when I did a Virgo reading there was an unfortunate event after the reading. One of my Virgo friends passed away unfortunately, and there was a strange event after I did the Virgo reading. It was 2 days after they listened to my reading, and they had a strange sense of unease after listening to the reading. Now, I just want to reiterate to you that there was nothing particularly bad in the reading or negative. There were a little bit of a health concern. I did say something about health concerns, but nothing too major. It was more about the person going off to having a new life and a big change and a brand new big life that was starting. And but the person in question was listening, and I can only say that I think their own intuition and their own higher self must have basically alerted them to something that was amiss and something that was coming up in their life, which was actually the end of their life. And they interpreted things very, very differently for them. So they picked up on this and they felt quite negative about it, and they could see some negative things coming, which unnerved them greatly. And I didn't know that until after they passed away. So I felt quite strange about that. So I was dreading doing the Virgo reading this week. And I've had a week off actually, just to get my head around things as well. But the Virgo person in question was a tarot reader as well. So, and we spent many a night doing tarot readings together for many, many years. So this is kind of in honour of them. And obviously it's not a reading for them, it's for Virgos out there, but because I just wanted to mention the person really, because we spent a lot of years doing this. And this is actually the person's deck. I'm using their deck that I acquired from them. So this is the Tarot of Invention, or is it Imagination? I think it's Imagination actually, Tarot of Imagination. And it's a great deck. It's very, very unusual. I can sort of guess what some of the cards are, but yeah, they're amazing pictures. So I'm going to crack on with the reading for Virgos for this week coming. And the feeling I'm getting with this is that some of you are getting to a point in your life where you're kind of sick of being judged by people around you. You're sick of being judged by people. And I feel that some of you have been judged by people a lot of your life. And these might be people from your past that you've grown up with, or they could be just people that you've attracted into your life that have mimicked the people from your past. They kind of, sometimes you repeat patterns and you invite people into your life that are very similar to the ones that you've had in your past. And you keep getting the same kind of judgments, belittling, put downs, and it's not a nice feeling. So there's lessons still to be learned. If you are attracting similar people like that into your life, there are lessons still to be learned. And I feel like you're getting to a point now where you're getting to love yourself enough now to be able to say, no, I'm not having that anymore. And my self-love is actually greater now than it was. And so I don't need to attract those kinds of people into my life anymore, which is a great place of strength to be in. It's like you're strengthening yourself, you're growing, you're evolving as a person, and therefore you're not attracting that kind of person into your life anymore. So that's wonderful. That's like you're really going forwards in leaps and bounds, within yourself. Okay, so that's a good sign. I think you're getting rid of all the obstacles that you've been thinking about, all the mental obstacles and physical obstacles for some of you. It's like all the negatives, all the self-doubts, all the criticisms, you're just putting them all into a ball and you're just expelling them from your mind. And that's actually a good meditation. It's a good kind of thing to think about. It's a good symbolism. It's a good picture to have in your mind. Imagine all of those negatives that you think about yourself, all the criticisms, all the put downs. Imagine them all sort of curling up into a ball of sticky tape, and then just imagine them sort of popping out of your brain into space, into the ether, and they're gone forever. And it pops out really easily. It's a good sort of symbolic thing to imagine, a picture to imagine happening. Okay. I get the feeling that, now this is an interesting picture. Some of you need to start thinking about the good times in your life and to stop looking back at things that make you feel painful. That's what I get from this picture, because the man, his eyes are bringing painful memories and painful pictures. You know, look at the arms through the eyes, it's bringing pain. But his mind can bring some beautiful images. So I think it's time to start thinking about the good things that you've experienced in your life and the good times, instead of looking back at things that make you feel painful. Okay, I think it's a case of, you know, empowering your mind and having power over your mind and your thoughts. That's the best thing to do. You need to take control of your mind a little bit more and close yourself off to painful images. I know that's easier said than done, but it's possible. You just have to master your mind. You have to take that power. It's judgment time. It's time to get rid of your demons. It's time to let them go. It's time to bury your demons. It's time to bury them somewhere very deep where you can't access them anymore. It's time to put them very, very low below ground. It's time to dig a massive hole and bury them deep enough so that they can't get out again. You don't need to keep thinking about things from the past. Once you've dealt with them, once you've realised what, you know, kind of things make you feel bad, what kind of things have hurt you and got you to the place where you are now, what kind of things have caused you to be who you are, have caused you not to love yourself. So it's good to kind of recognise these things, but it's not good to keep revisiting these things constantly. I think you'll know when it's time to move on. And I think a lot of you have reached that point where it is definitely time to move on now. Don't keep visiting old ground when there's no need to. You're getting to that point where it is as easy as just blowing your nose. You know, it's easy as this guy's just blowing his nose. It's like, yeah, sniff it out, blow your nose, get rid of all the crap, basically. The people that you don't need in your life, the crap in your life. It's as easy as that. It's getting to that point. It's been hard for a long, long time. But now you're getting to a point where you can just sniff it away. You can just blow it away. Because you're getting that strong. And you'll find that when you are that strong, a lot of people don't like it. This is just flown out, so I'm going to keep that out. A lot of people don't like it when you're that strong. Your power will scare them. And when you step back from people who don't serve you well anymore, or if you don't like the way that someone behaves and you step back, it takes their power away and they don't like it. And anybody who's got a slight narcissistic behaviour or tendency, it will make them feel very uncomfortable when you step back because they can't control you anymore. It's a very uncomfortable feeling and they'll just not know what to do with themselves. Ooh, well, we can't have all those, can we? They all fell out. So, yeah, use your power. Use your own power. Step back. You don't have to stick around anyone who's not making you feel good. You don't have to stay around anyone who's not making you feel good. Just want to pick a few cards. Okay. Okay. One more for Virgo. One more for Virgo. Oh, what have I just said? Right. So we've got daydreaming. We've got daydreaming, head in the clouds, delusion, hopes and dreams. Well, daydreaming can be fun as well. It doesn't have to be delusion. It can actually be, you know, make sure that you do daydream. Think about what you do want. Think about the good things that you want in life. Have your head in the clouds, but in a good way. Think about all the good things that you want to occur. All the things that you want to manifest in your life. Hopes and dreams. If you don't dream about things, then you can't sort of think about what you want to happen next. You've got to dream things to cause them to happen. So, yeah, get into some daydreaming, but make sure it's thinking about, you know, the things that you do want, the good things, okay? Don't daydream about the bad things. Vacay, get away, relax and have fun. So you may need a holiday. You may be thinking about having a holiday, or you may just need to relax and look after yourself for a bit. Take some time out. If the weather's nice, get out in the sun, get out in nature. Just do something relaxing for yourself. Even if you're not going away, just do something relaxing. Put your feet up in the garden, read a book, do something nice for yourself. You deserve it. And I think if you have been a traumatized person and you've gone through a lot of trauma and stress, then sometimes you can feel fatigued and exhausted, because thoughts and trauma can cause a lot of exhaustion. You know, it takes a lot out of you, and a lot of people don't realise that. It takes a lot out of you. So you need a lot more resting time than a normal person who has had a bit more of a nice life, let's say. Okay. Narcissist, egotistical, opportunist, fragile. Well, what was I saying? You know, when I talked about maybe you may have had some narcissistic tendencies around you, some narcissistic people around you, and you may still have some around you now. But because you're getting stronger, you can step away from them. And like I said before, when you do step away from them, you take their power away, and they can't stand it. They don't know what to do with themselves. It makes them feel so uncomfortable. They honestly don't know what to do with themselves. See what else we've got for Virgo. What else have we got for Virgos? Brave. Be brave. You are brave. You've been very brave, so continue to be brave. Now is the time. Now is your time. Okay? You've been a brave soul. You are a brave soul. So continue to be brave. Once you've opened doorways and you've gone past a certain point in your life, you can't actually go back. Once you've reached a certain point of bravery and you've evolved to a certain point, there's no going back. That's just how it works. There's no going back. So it's almost like passing a test, you know, once you've got past a certain point in a game show. You know, it's like once you've gone, like on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, once you've gone past the 250,000 point, you'll never lose that money. It's a bit like that. When you've evolved as a soul, you never ever go below that point. You never go past that point again. You never go backwards. You'll always have that evolvement token, if you like. You'll always have that certificate. You'll always have that skill. You'll always have that wisdom. You'll never ever go back to how you were before that. You'll just keep building on it. So you'll never lose those skills. Even when you go from one life to the next, you'll take those skills with you. So, because you do have more than one life. I know a lot of people don't believe that. And it's funny because the friend who passed away didn't believe in anything after death at all. He was a complete agnostic, atheist, whatever you want to call it. Didn't believe in life after death at all. And I thought, wow, he's going to get such a... he's going to get such a pleasant surprise, let's say. A pleasant surprise. And I'd love to see his face now. I really would. I'd love to have a chat with him about it. I mean, I do sense spirit. And I have kind of had a bit of a connection. And I think it's amazing because I do sense that he's thinking, what the hell? This is amazing, you know. But it is brilliant. It really is brilliant. And I'm just glad that he's getting to see that. Determined. Yeah, stay determined. Keep your determination. Keep your strength up. It's determination and strength that will propel you forwards. Without that, you'll stay as you are. But if you've reached a time where you need a rest and you've plateaued, then stay as you are. You don't have to keep going forwards. But as soon as you get your determination back and strength, you know, keep going forwards because it's good. It's good. It's evolvement. What else do we have? What do I want to use? I love these new cards as well. The outdoor pack. I love these. The outdoor tarot. I just want one card for this one. Last card for Virgo. Last card for Virgo. Last card for Virgo. King of Sticks. Okay. I feel like you're halfway through your journey. You're halfway through your journey. Just keep going. Keep going. You can stop and have a rest. No problem. but you're halfway through. Keep going. You're doing really good. Nothing can stop you. Nobody can stop you. You've done amazingly, and you're halfway there to your destination. Okay, well done, Virgo, is what I want to say. So thanks for listening, and let's speak again soon.